there's a very deep message that has come out from this historic visit that was made by the former Muslim litigant in the Babri Masjid dispute case. The fact that with such gratitude he came forward and accepted the invitation of the Ram Mandir Trust. He attended the consecration ceremony. In contrast to the narrative that gets peddled by the political parties, and it has continued even today as the election season commences, that they are pushing forward this thought process into the minds and psyche of the people, the voters, the citizens of our country, that it is the BJP who's playing communal politics by building the Ram temple, and therefore they have refused to take part in the consecration ceremony. And here's an example in front of the people's eyes, in front of these politicians, that this man, his family, 2 generations had been fighting this case against the Ram Mandir Temple Trust petitioners. And he has graciously accepted the Supreme Court verdict. He has graciously accepted and acknowledged the fact that after the verdict, there can be no reason, there can be no space for communalization between Hindus and Muslims. There can be no space for divisiveness between Hindus and Muslims. Therefore, this grand gesture that was made by him has also been appreciated and spoken at length by the Prime Minister. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, how do you view the situation? Is our politicians far away from the reality that India and its people encompass and demonstrate?
Right, Megha. Firstly, we should see the very fact that we are one nation and we are one. We are all Indians. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, आपस में सब भाई भाई. मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना. So the very fact that I appreciate what Iqbal Ansari did. See, his family has been fighting litigation against Hindus for a very, very long time. And when the Supreme Court verdict came, he gracefully and graciously accepted it, not just accepted it, he was there in the celebrations. In fact, we were there celebrating in Gurgaon with our neighborhood. People, there have been many Muslims who have accepted it, who have said, yes, they are law-abiding citizens. So what does one do? One sulks, one sits. I have tried to explain to a lot of people, listen, you might be fighting it then. But once the law has given its verdict, the Supreme Court has given its verdict, you have no other option but to accept it gracefully, graciously, and celebrate it. And you have to respect and appreciate the sentiments of the nation. Anything that divides us, anything, be it any one, and especially without naming any party, politicians who give hate speeches, be it from any party, politicians who divide, politicians who promote polarization, politicians who scare people to garner votes, they should be condemned. In fact, we should always promote the very fact is, I have my best friends who are non-Muslims. I celebrate festivals with them. They are the first ones to celebrate, to congratulate me on Eid. They send greetings. In fact, when I was in the army, I was always greeted as Ram Ram Saab, Eid Mubarak. That's how I was greeted as. In Devlali, that's the regiment I come from, the regiment of artillery, in a center, we have a square where there is mandir, there is masjid, there is gurdwara, and there is a church on one square. It is coexisting together. There has never been any problem. Why? Because army say politics, we do not let politics interfere. So there are people who will try to cause a rift, cause a divide. And tali kabhi ek haath se bajti nahi hai, Megha. It's always you clap with both hands. So any party, anyone who tries to scare or tries to divide in any which way should not be encouraged. In fact, we have to see, as a Muslim, if I respect the other religion, only then can I expect respect back to my religion. If I do not respect the other religion or any other religion, and say my religion is the best. Rubbish. Every religion is the best. Every religion talks the same thing. They all talk about peace, love, harmony. It's misinterpretation. With some people, for their own petty gains, they try to promote or push a wrong agenda. And I'm very sorry to say, some very intelligent people also, they fall prey to it. Sometimes it gets that convincing. So anything that unites us, that keeps us together, we all should live in cultural harmony with peace, love. We all have to coexist together. And no one can say this land is of only Muslims or only Hindus or only Sikhs or only Christians or only... No, it's we all together. We all have to live as one, as Indians. And nationality, the very fact that we are Indians should come before any religion.
Okay. Major Ali Shah, so again the question, when the litigant did not, when the litigant and his family and his generations who have been fighting this case did not have a problem, why do you think the politicians have it? Why do you think that this issue is being raked up again and again in the political speeches and the road rallies and the road shows and the public addresses that are being made ahead of the elections that are taking place in our country?
Mega, it's very simple and very, very clear. The Muslims don't have a problem with it. Many Muslims have accepted it. Many Muslims, in fact, almost all, I would rather say, 99.9%, I don't know, 0.1%, I don't know who it is, that I don't know. I've only heard it, that probably they haven't accepted it. The former Vice Chancellor of the Aligarh Muslim University, the Vice Chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University is considered to be the head of the Muslim community, at least among the intelligentsia. The former Vice Chancellor, Lieutenant General Samiruddin Shah, he gave an interview and he mentioned that we totally accept it. With grace, there's no problem at all. So the very fact is now we have to see who is trying to polarize the environment, who is trying to scare. Because fear works, right? So fear is like a big vote for votes. If you scare people, if I scare you, Mega, you do this, if you don't vote for me, this is going to happen to you. Even if you don't support me, but you will get scared. And you will automatically vote for me. Why? Not because you like me, or you think my leadership is great, but because you are scared of the other party. You don't want the other party because you feel, other party, if it comes into power, then God help you. God help you. So quickly, you'll get scared, you'll vote for me. So basically, you have to understand the fact that people who try to play politics, petty politics over such things, Muslims don't have a problem with it. Muslims don't have a problem with it. And I am saying it with conviction on this. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, yes, Megha.
Okay. So, Major Ali Shah, the fact that, there has been a grand overture that has also been made, because there is going to be, in the months and years to come, an equally grand mosque that is also going to be built in Ayodhya. And if the economy of Ayodhya has quadrupled in the last 4 months, it is only going to increase multi-more times once a mosque is also located over there, because there is going to be, congregations of tourists who will be visiting Ayodhya, who will be visiting the mosque. Isn't it all good for the economy? So why such dissidence on the matter?
Okay. Mega, unfortunately about the large mosque coming up in Ayodhya, many people aren't aware of it. It's a sad reality. People are not aware that there's a large mosque coming up in Ayodhya. There's also a large mosque coming up in Ayodhya, and we should be aware of it. We should talk about that. We should talk about positive things. We should talk about good things that are happening. Because only then will we attract positive energy. But if we talk negative stuff and we remain in that, we will attract negativity then. There is a positive mosque, there's a positive news, and there's a big, large mosque, which we all should be aware of. And most certainly when that comes up, it's already and the work is in progress. When it comes up, it's going to attract a lot of economy. A lot of people are going to rush there. As Sumit Peer said that, a rickshawala was saying, be it a Hindu or be it a Muslim, anything. A rickshawala was earning, say, this much amount, X amount. Of course, he's earning multiple more than that. So the very fact is, it's a very simple grassroots example, because these are people who work on ground. And it shows that if they are earning more, it only helps the economy grow as well.
Right.
So most certainly, we should come together. And the people who are building the mosque, as if they're going to be only Muslims who will be building the mosque, it's going to be together effort. As I mentioned earlier, as a Muslim, if I respect other religions will respect my religion.
Right.
That's been my observation all throughout. I've always felt respected as a Muslim. I've never felt outcast ever.
Yeah.
Ever, Megha.
Absolutely.